is Miss Riley Hanrahan from Black River Falls. Her opponent from Mineral Point, Dealya Collins.
Collins gave up that takedown early in the semifinals, but just battled back. She's a competitor.
Oh, and Hanrahan going right for the Oki position with the takedown. Has a cradle locked up too. And no near fall. And Collins so funky in these positions. She's able to get out of some precarious spots. But Hanrahan just always seems to keep the pressure on, always attacking.
Hanrahan the hammer.
It's a fun hammer. Oh.
The hammer. Hanrahan the hammer, right? Is that a
Hammerhand, yeah. I like it. Maybe you got something, Steve.
But Dealya Collins, this is, like you said, she was down the semifinals at state last year, came back, got the pin. She's used to being in these situations. She'll keep fighting. She'll keep trying to get back into this thing.
Yeah, I mean, talk about cool, calm, and collected. Collins last year third at 126 pounds. That 126-pound bracket last year just loaded. And Hanrahan throwing the legs in again midway through the first period with a 3-point lead. Right now, Steve, Collins ranked first, Hanrahan ranked second. I think partially due to Hanrahan. This is her first tournament in season. Maybe taking some exception to the rankings.
Collins, a two-time medalist. Hanrahan, like you said, runner-up. Collins placed third last year at the Bi-State.
So check that out.
Hanrahan looking for the turn, still with that leg sunk in. Steve, will this be Hanrahan's first match going into the second? Oh, no, she didn't wrestle in the second period in the semis.
Yeah, a little tail of the tape. Hanrahan had a tech fall and 3 falls to get here. 3 minutes and 1 second pin over LaSavage of Medford, who's not wrestling for third place, to our left. Collins, 2 falls, 2 tech falls, and then a fall in the semifinals over Haley Fletcher, Ford Atkinson.
Tell you what, the Collins-Fletcher rivalry.
It's legit.
I mean, both juniors, and a shoulder roll right off the whistle. Hanrahan almost gets to Collins, almost pressures back.
And now this is where Collins is tough.
Hanrahan right up into a quad pod, finds the arm again. Collins, the body control right now. Can she weather the storm from Hanrahan on bottom? And if you're Collins, you have to improve position. You're in control. And potentially dangerous.
Didn't like the way some arms and legs were bent.
And like you said, as an official, sometimes you can see something and say, hey, I don't like this.
That's
right
it.
here.
Yep. You never really get an argument from a coach when you just call potentially dangerous and say, I don't like it. Safety first always. Haley Fletcher with a throw over on the third place match.
Back into a scramble here on the stage. Collins with a tough ride at the moment.
Tough ride.
Hanrahan able to get her hips up. Collins in a tough spot holding on to that ankle. Kind of with that outside position. Needs to keep improving her position. Hanrahan is so quick, so intentional.
Hanrahan likes those rolls on the bottom. Kind of puts herself in a little bit of an awkward position. But she's comfortable there.
And the reversal is called.
And going right in, start working for a cradle. Chain wrestling.
You know, there's a couple scary sequences there at the start of the second where Hanrahan maybe could have almost been put into a near fall situation. So I think she almost slowed down the match a little bit. Didn't want to make things too crazy. We've got 7-6 over on the third place match.
Looking at a injury. I shouldn't say injury, more blood time, but this match has started off such a blaze. Now it's kind of just slowed down a little bit.
Collins at state 2 years ago. Third at 126 pounds, and Hanrahan slips in the leg right away. Again, trying to get the turn on Collins. I think Collins kind of has the Gumby arms, right? It's tough to get a turn from that half position.
Tell you what, it's going to be Collins' choice. I wonder if she's going to take
I
top.
mean, do you go top again?
Coaches are saying neutral. Now he's saying top. I think that's a good call. This is where Collins is the best. I think it's the best aspect of her game. And Hanrahan has taken her down so far, I believe, twice. Check that just once.
Hanrahan scores off of a takedown in the first and a reversal midway through the second. Collins looking to flatten out the Black River Falls sophomore.
Hanrahan good at keeping that base wide, and she's so far she just kind of starts doing rolls and just puts Collins in awkward position. Here it comes again.
Tries to find the elbow and
kind of that heavyweight roll, Teague, right? Just kind of traps the arm and rolls to her left with it.
It's not fast, but it's controlled.
It's effective. But you get a wrestler like Dealya Collins who's good in this position, and that could be scary.
Yeah, it looks like a warning called against Hanrahan. Collins with a crossface. Another
watch that.
a vintage Mineral Point crossface
I think that's a little bit more frustration for Collins, because right now Hanrahan just kind of laying flat. Been warned once for stalling, but I got to imagine another one's coming quick because she is not doing much down there.
Got a 7-6 match. The Savage gets third, Fletcher fourth.
There's one. That's the
point,
second
so
point.
8. A turn away, a turn and 4 swipes away.
Next one's just a point. Collins got that half. That's how deep. But Hanrahan has such a good wide base.
And Hanrahan looking to build up again. So good on Hanrahan. Won't be stalls against her. But how about Dealya Collins? I mean, we got 2 nationally ranked opponents here, Steve. And Collins went big, got out of position, and Hanrahan gets the reversal. A methodical, controlled, a 7-1 victory, and a Riley Hanrahan at your 138-pound girls bi-state champion.
Yeah, Hanrahan did what she had to do, right? Got that early lead and just kind of held on to it. But tell you what, against an opponent like Dealya Collins, who's so dangerous in that top position, she did what she had to do rather effectively.
We are now heading to boys 144 pounds.